Hi Leo, I love you, honey. So somebody said something about they're noticing longer readings. Yes, because we have time now. I love you so much. This is gonna be an ancestor reading. We're gonna pull quite a few oracle, and then we're gonna clarify with two different tarot bundles because we're gonna see internal, external, regardless of whether you're man or woman. So these ancestor readings has been coming up with a lot of information. So let's see what you got. I love you, Leo. If you got a personal, check your inbox. If you're interested in one, description box. Here we go. For Leo, holy angels, holy spirits, the divine abode, angels and ancestor gods. For the Leos that watch this channel, why shame? Why? Don't ever be. Yeah, I don't think. Why would you be shameful? That's what they're saying. Why would you feel shame? What they want to talk to you about, baby, is how. And what? Interesting. Two questions for you, Leo. My goodness. What do they want to talk to you about when it comes to an external person? Curious. Emperor. You have an emperor looking in. What do the external ancestors want to talk to Leo's external person about? Oh, let me take my shoes off. Where are you going to drop the burdens and vibe higher? There's no question about it. You shouldn't be asking yourself why or not that your ancestors are saying external person of Leo that there will be no maybe about it. That was karmic woman that the deck cut right there. Woo. Damn. External of Leo. What does their ancestors want to talk to them about today? Don't be angry. Angry is in reverse. High vibing. They're saying you won't be angry if you vibe higher. Oh, because when it comes to Leo, you have the question, why? Why didn't you say yes? Oh, Leo. Don't trust your friends. This person shouldn't have trusted their friends. Oh, because this was the Empress. Or the Empress didn't trust their friends. This is a divine union. You have Emperor and Empress. There's only one of those apiece in there. Zodiac 108. So this is the Wysper trigger deck. Whatever this trigger is, this is why it's triggered. What's the questions your ancestors want to ask? What is these questions pertaining to? This is in reverse. Emerald is in reverse. Sap. Needed materials. You need more materials to heal from something. Don't be trying to heal with just what you got. A resource of fertility. You need to nurture it through the optical illusion. Something here is not what it seems. Master, self-discipline. You discipline yourself so no one else has to. Oh, shit. If this has to do with the twin flame connection, which is separate from this, what would it be? If it has something to do with the twin flame connection, what would the message be from your ancestors, Leo? You know, sap is all about your physical roots, your health. What it would be for a twin flame is a message, a telepathic message. I'm trying to connect to you and give you a message. Can you hear me? Hello? Mirrors. Our inner guidance is clear, but our ego is resisting it. It says draw another card to clarify what you both might be resisting. Interesting. What might they both be resisting? There's your sad and angry. It actually has angry on the card. That's what they're in. Your person's ancestors want to talk to them about. One of us is sad or angry, and it's creating an energetic match and frequency with the other. Stay conscious of this. If it's possible, try to help elevate it. They want you to elevate it. Don't be angry. Look, vibe higher. Fuck those external people. This is a telepathic message of a romantic message. Feeling the sexual energy between you, yet it's beyond physical attraction. It needs to be elevated to the expression of deep, unconditional love. There's something about one of you the other one does not like. Either your haircut, the kind of clothes you wear. There's something about one of you that the other one does not like. And it looks like you, Leo. You got the questions. How and what? What's the questions? What's the energy to the questions? How and what? From your ancestors to you, what are they asking you? They want you to change. They want you to change where you get your resources when you're trying to heal, when you're trying to reflect. A soul restoration. There's something here you're doing that they don't like. An inspiration of inclusivity. If you can't beat them, join them. Provide an access. They don't want you to provide anyone access of your inspiration. They're trying to connect with you. Somebody's trying to connect with you. But your inner guidance is resisting it. What you're resisting is the romantic message of the other one. They don't want to be angry, but they are. It's not what it seems. You're thinking they're angry, but it's not for the reason. It's not for the reason you think. So, what is the conversation? What is the conversation from your ancestors? Get this other one. What is the conversation for the ancestors? They don't want you to interact right now. Grace. They just don't want you to interact. What's the question? How? Enjoyment. How are you going to enjoy it? Unity. Coming together. When you got questions. I don't know if you've been talking to this person for a while, but they know you got questions, but they're saying, how are you going to enjoy it when you have so many questions? There's something about them you don't like, and you're going to ask them about it. Because you know yourself, you just cannot sit and watch it happen and not ask questions. This is the kind of person you are. Your ancestors know it. What's the question? What? Courage. What about your courage? Your power, your wisdom, self-love, self-care, self-attainment. It's a fortune favors the bold. Bravery in the face of fear that will confront pain, difficulty, and danger. Your ancestors is saying, remember who the fuck you are. You know why? That's the color red. What's red? Your root chakra. Accept your courage. Man. Self-discipline. It's another self-discipline. Beggars can't be choosers. Assent of the reality of a situation. Relinquishing the need to control and direct. Chance of inquiry. Adventure. They want you to play hard to get. Let's see. Let's clarify tarot here. Internal, then the next bundle is going to be external. So what your ancestors want to talk to you about, what is the question, how? How are you going to be happy and accept who you are when the needed material you're looking for is not healing, it's not bringing fruition, it's not allowing you to restore your internal soul? And the reason why it's not, there's somebody trying to connect to you They're asking you, can you hear me? But your conscious self is resisting it. You don't want to hear them. So it says, draw another card. It says, what are you both resisting? A telepathic message of romantic feelings. A frequency with one another. You know why? Because you see it for what it is. And you may struggle with it. Once something happens, you, for example, you can't unsee something. You just can't unsee it. Oh, you saw it for what it is, all right. That's what your ancestors were saying. You did see it, but... Two Cups, look. All the Empress wanted is just to talk to a soulmate quickly about the way the cycle ended, because it's just a wish fulfillment that she just don't. She's gonna block it to be able to spiritually balance herself. Maybe the Capricorn. This is the Capricorn energy, married to another woman in the past, is a challenge of her emotional. That's the unconditional love. So knowing that this, this is a feminine that has been chosen second best. That's what she can't not forget. She can forgive to get her abundance, but she can't forget. So the feminine, seeing it for what it is, she's adapting to come together abundantly. She's waiting for the right time. Yeah, 3 Wands. A new perspective of trust, the Knight of Cups. That's 2 Pisces energy. This is a feminine looking for a soulmate partner, at least. At least somebody that she can trust, to not allow somebody to talk behind her back. Somebody that's got her regardless of which realm she's trying to do. Where's the masculine to this feminine? 7 Pentacles. Oh. So he has invested into something that he didn't know the truth of. And that has left him carrying a lot. Because he's trying to do it by the book. He tried to do it by the book. Now to find peace and contentment, it's bringing more mental imprisonment of what he's looking for in a preparation. He should have been more prepared. That's the 3 Wands that come out at the bottom of the bundle for the feminine. So what your ancestors want to talk to you about is understanding who you are and why you're here. The materials that you need, the resources that you need, make sure that what you're hanging around reflects those resources for your goal. If it don't, kick it to the curb. Whether it's through love or studying. Next, your ancestors want to talk about your external person, my love. You have maybe an Emperor looking in. That's the Page of Swords and the Emperor. Or this is a feminine looking for some truth and some clarity. Uh-oh. Yeah, it kicked the King of Swords. Some truth and some sort of clarity that it is her Emperor. She said, do you even have compassion? Do you feel love as thy neighbor, as thyself? Sympathetic, concern for the well-being of others, sharing feelings and pain. You have an Emperor looking to be more open. Not knocking it until they try it. Be careful. A Pariety. Taking a chance on Pariety in reverse. Letting the punishment fit the crime. In reverse. Could be a masculine wanting to come in like nothing ever happened. Let's clarify the curious Emperor. External Leo. What are they looking for? Slid right under the feminine. What they're looking for is an inventor. Somebody with an imagination. Somebody who can see. Be careful with this one. You know, it kicked over the King of Swords. This is an Aquarius energy. This is somebody That's Albert Einstein style. They color code their clothes. Um, Everything in their house is probably square. It fits everything in corners. And the inventor of eyeglass. So they want somebody that can see. They want somebody that can evaluate, assess, of judgment, and examine clearly. You're somebody that this person thinks that if they, once they fail, just do it again. You've probably told them that. A mastermind of a trend. Masterminding your own trend. Where is this person with Leo? Right here. What would be the message from this person strictly to Leo, man or woman? Timing and intentions. This journey is teaching us one of the most important spiritual lessons, patience. They don't like to be still. But they're listening to their higher self now, and the higher power is guiding them. This person's connected. A masculine is connected. Because it's what he's trying to do by the book is drop these passionate responsibilities without truth of investment. Wow. Leo's ancestors. What would this person want to be more open with Leo about? More compassionate about assessing it and seeing it a little clearly. Or ones, they're not comfortable. They are not comfortable, yes, with intuitive people. A different perspective. Look at that. It left the divine hanging. That's why the curious is up there, the Page of Swords. This person got held back for like 4 years from even talking to you again. Because they wasn't stable enough to talk to their higher self. Why is that Four of Wands in reverse for this person? They wasn't comfortable with the plans and preparation of a foresight to work together. They wasn't comfortable with working together with you. Now they could be ready to take a risk. Yep, the Emperor. There's the Fool. Let's see. He wants to stand up for the lover's connection. The one that was causing the 8 Swords. Emotional restrictions through thought. Let's get another bundle. So this would be the masculine. He's going to take a risk to take control of his throne. This 7 Wands, he's looking at it as a battle that he has chosen, okay? You have 4 Wands in reverse and 3 Wands here. That's going to be 7 Wands. So he wasn't comfortable with preparing to work together intuitively. He wasn't. This is a masculine that was not comfortable with intuitive people. Page of Wands. Yeah, but it sparked the interest of a friend. You planted a seed there. Where's Leo? Ace of Cups. One of you wanted to start the relationship in love, and the other one just wanted passion. Stuck, stagnant, undecided, in emotional confusion, daydreaming, night thinking. So, the feminine could have actually took the cut back and found a new interest. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. She manifested abundance for the Queen of Swords. Ending the cycle behind the scenes of contract. She's secretly committed behind the scenes. I'm not going to tell anything she's manifesting here because, yes. So this person wants someone with an imagination. Imagine that. Well, external ancestors. What they want to talk about them or to them about when it comes to them Don't be angry. Vibe high. No longer being angry. What's that about? Pretense in reverse. For everything there is a season, timeless and suitability. They want them to suit up. How are they, what's the message? What's the message? Angry in reverse. Take ownership, honey. Take responsibility. Reap what you sow. Responsibility for one's words and actions and personal accountability. Whimsy. Oh my gosh. These ancestors are going to piss this person off. Oh, it's like they're telling them, don't get mad, but you deserve it. What is it this person's deserving? A pattern. There's a pattern. Feeling like they don't deserve your love. You're worried. You'll leave me or see me who I really am. They want them to telepathically feel the energy around them and wonder, why are you thinking of me too? They want them to understand the energy that they're in. Take ownership. Don't be a wimp. They're literally saying that. How would these ancestors want this person to take control? They're codependent. Dead end. They maybe could, oh my gosh, they could have actually been sleeping with 5 people, a wish fulfillment. They're wishing to end the cycle with 5 people. They're going to call for judgment and recognize that this low vibing energy has left them considering the argument of stress, anxiety, and sleepless night causing heartbreak. So just drama going on all the time. So this person is about to clean out their circle. Yes, sir. Taking ownership, not being a wimp. Where would the divine masculine be? Happy, independent, self-assured, confident, and single. He's apologizing to himself. What about the Queen of Pentacles? Oh, look. He's apologizing to himself for allowing the King and Queen of Pentacles. He spent maybe 10 years trying to level this relationship, which he should have been spending on spiritual reflections. He should have been searching his mind, body, and soul. The King of Wands, he probably done found his throne by then. Yeah, 5 Cups. It's leaving him as an emotional regret, emotional sad. He's sad. This is the masculine that's very sad. Because this 4 of Cups, that offer was his enlightenment. Best thing ever happened to him is all I'm going to say. Where is the divine feminine when it comes to taking ownership? Don't be a wimp. Well, she started out with a Hierophant. He ended with a Hierophant, and she started. Here comes heaven or hell, motherfucker. The devil's in reverse. She has peace, and she brings her peace and contentment to her spiritually, because this devil right here is coming with that 7 Pentacles. She knows that it takes at least 7 years to release the dark side. 7 Pentacles, 10 Wands, 7 Pentacles, 10 Wands. She knows exactly what he has to do as the dark man of the soul, the hangman, to get that different perspective of what the fuck you're going to support and what you're not. Damn. Woo. Next, what they want to talk about when it comes to you, honey. Why didn't you say yes? This is an empress that didn't trust the friends of the masculine. She went to the Father above to fix it herself. Because you have justice. You have the sun here, and you have justice here. Spiritually balanced. Spiritual enlightenment. Boom, like what are they telling this person when it comes to Leo? Why didn't you say yes? Let's see. It's sagacity, the vigilant seldom have regret, having keen judgment, foresight, consideration, caution, and discernment. So that's going to be the 3 of Wands, a plan and preparation. It's planned by the divine, my love, but too unstable to receive a message because you haven't cleaned out one's ears yet. A presentation. It's an exhibit of an idea, of an effective explanation through some sort of concern of enrichment. This person actually felt a vibe from you that they've never felt before. Festooned to the dreams like seeds. I told you it's going to require water. It's going to require fertility. It's going to require, it's not going to be so easy. A conversation from these ancestors to this person about you is something that comes easy, won't stay long. Something that plays hard to get will stay forever. Wow. What's that message to this person when it comes to Leo? Is what they're saying, the Knight of Wands. Maybe some sort of immature sexual immaturity is at a dead end. It's a dead end. It's not what they wish for, and it's just drained them. They could have lost a lot of money. You got 9 swords, 9 cups, 10 swords, but that's leaving the Ace of Swords. That's the truth that's missing. Because the Ace of Cups is in reverse. The truth is in this 4 of Swords, and that's what this person's focused on. Yeah. The King of Wands, this masculine, needs to get focused because they know something here's not what they wish for. It's drained their bank account. 10 Pentacles in reverse is just nothing. 10 Swords is feeling defeated, mentally drained, and mentally, physically drained, abundantly drained because of the immaturity. These ancestors are telling this person they need to present themselves in a new way. They need not to give a shit. Page of Swords in reverse. Don't be curious. Go do it. Don't be spying. That's your challenge. They need to go get it. They need to go make a stand for it. Taking a stand. Secret. Look, look, look. Sun to the moon, yin to the yang. And then you have the sun here, sun up, sun down. This is a soulmate. Spiritually balanced and a soulmate get together. This masculine is ending a cycle. It's going to be the end of, because now I'm going to be ignoring that dark side and be more interested in trust. Going to block out all that stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, where they can reconsider on where they begin fresh. Look, then they're going to successfully recognize their Queen of Wands in the communication of peace. They're going to be able to speak to the Queen of Wands in peace. Their divine union, the lovers, Gemini energy. But without knowing the truth, they need to block the Queen of Cups. Cancer energy. There's something about a Cancer energy that you don't know, or your person. What doesn't Leo know? Judgment. Breaker 19 calling on the divine. Father, can you hear me? They're jealous. They have a conflict of interest. Masculine. Not making a move. 9 of Pentacles. Heartbroken. So the Queen of Cups is somebody against the masculine and the feminine, or your internal and your external. So who's the third party? Queen of Wands in reverse. She's not the divine feminine. 8 Pentacles. She's trying to master a fire sign. She's trying to master fire energy. You can't do that. Why would she be trying to master fire energy? She's the one spying. So somebody external, the Emperor, is spying. Planning. She knows. She could know that the masculine is preparing for his destiny. This woman, yes, she is putting up with, or she used to, at least 3 years ago, she is putting up with everything this masculine puts on her. he can cheat on her in the front of her face, and to keep him from walking away from her and going to the Queen of Wands, she puts up with it. Yeah, behind the scenes. It's an independent blockage. I love you guys. Ciao.